So guys, I have some updates to share with you today regarding an intriguing development. It appears that some former members of TWC are back at it with their subtle jabs. Recently, A-REECE publicly called out WORDZ, referring to him as a little nigger, and found humor in WORDZ claiming the song The 5-Year Plan as his own. Check out the video.
Still got nobody there? I heard that little nigga talking on social media, talking about this is his song. I'm like
This incident seems to add to the confirmation that any hope of reconciliation among these individuals is now lost. Regarding the ownership of the song The 5-Year Plan, while WORDZ claimed it was his, I recall X Global mentioning it on the Chopping It with Buddha T podcast, that the record belonged to WORDZ at first before he handed it over to A-REECE.
Okay, but the 5-year plan that's what, TWC also?
That was the record that was actually, it was a WORDZ record. Actually, yeah.
But is that TWC
That was that era too, yeah. WORDZ came up with that joint, yeah.
Damn. Alright.
And then the boy hopped on, and then yeah, ended up being the boy's song.
Yeah, I love that perspective.
Can you see?
Because I see.
Trust me, this is not a hate level. This is not anything like that.
Yeah, I just had to confirm it because I'm like, okay.
It's something that
I had to think
if you're a
about
fan,
that.
if you're a fan and you tapped in, like you would really like notice.
But despite differing accounts, the fact remains that when the track was released, it was credited as an A-REECE record featuring WORDZ. Ultimately, I think dwelling on the ownership of the song seems useless because you cannot alter the past. With where things are headed, it's evident that the damage is beyond repair between these brothers, so I think it's time to move on from the entire TWC situation. Continuing on this topic, it appears that X Global has also weighed in with his thoughts on this issue of sneak dissing. In response to a user prompting him to address the need for competition in rap, X Global expressed his frustrations, stating that many South African rappers prefer playing the victim rather than engaging in direct confrontation. He emphasized the lack of straightforwardness in addressing issues and suggested that this reluctance hinders the growth of the rap scene. It's evident he's alluding to specific individuals, although he didn't mention them by names. Moving forward, A-REECE Center criticized X Global's approach, stating, A-REECE, the boy doing things, Baby Boy, Ronald, Klochi, all those names, yet you couldn't be direct. Instead, you keep saying you on your diss records. It seems like your specialty is expecting rappers to do things you can't do. This response from A-REECE Center just points out the irony of X Global preaching about directness while not practicing it himself, suggesting a lack of consistency between X Global's words and actions. Now regarding A-REECE's words to refer to WORDZ as a little nigger and the ongoing dispute over the ownership of the 5-year plan, what are your thoughts? Do you agree with A-REECE's approach, or do you think there's a better way to handle this situation? Feel free to share your comments down below. Moving on to another noteworthy development, it seems that WORDZ has also entered the realm of subtle dissing. Well, WORDZ asserts that his album People Forget to Be People surpasses the quality of A-REECE, Casper Nyovest, Kulichana and Dales's recent albums. After Metro FM unveiled their nominations for Best Hip Hop Album of the Year, WORDZ retweeted with a picture of his album and a song playing in the background. And the song translates to "Who are these people?", referring to A-REECE, Dales, Casper Nyovest and Kulichana. I must commend him for his confidence, but it's evident that his target wasn't all 4 albums nominated, but specifically A-REECE's. Musically speaking, while WORDZ's album may excel in comparison to Casper Nyovest, Kulichana and Dales's albums, it's quite debatable whether it truly surpasses A-REECE's album. Well, I don't think it surpasses A-REECE's album in terms of quality, and also in terms of numbers as well. Nevertheless, I do believe WORDZ's album deserved recognition in that category of nominations. It's worth noting the questionable inclusion of Kulichana and Dales's album in the list, raising concerns about the relevance of awards in South Africa. But what can we say? I guess from now on the only Metro we listen to is booming. This situation brings to mind the controversies surrounding the hottest MCs list that took place last year in December, where the criteria and selections often left much to be desired. But rather than delving too deeply into this, I have a forthcoming video addressing the Metro FM Award nominations. Now, what are your thoughts on WORDZ's assertion that his album outshines those nominated? Do you believe his album deserved a spot on that list? Feel free to share comments down below. Anyways, that brings us to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content. Until next time, peace out.
Perfect.